Are you feeling curious?
Yeah!
I'm so glad. Today on Curious Crew, don't be petrified. We dig up more than just dinosaurs. It's rock solid, investigating the formation of fossils from millions of years ago.
Yeah, back in time.
Hi, I'm Rob Stevenson, and this is
Curious Crew!
Welcome to the show, everybody. We always like to start every episode with a couple of discrepant events because discrepant events stimulate
Curiosity!
That's exactly right, and I've got some fun ones for you today. And in fact, I'm going to ask two of you to help me out, Max and RT. I'm going to have you help me out. I have a mystery item underneath this container, and I'm going to reveal it to you, and you're both going to describe it, but you're going to be observing it differently. Max, you're just going to be able to look at it, and RT, you're going to be able to touch it. Now, because I only want you to touch it, I don't want you to hear what Max is going to say, and I don't want you to be able to see it, so I'm going to ask you to put on a blindfold, some earplugs, and even a headphone. Go ahead and get started on that, and I will tell you when I am ready for you to take off the headphones. I will tap you on the shoulder. You can take off the headphones, take out the earplugs, but I don't want you to, and I'll get ready to hand you this other one. You can't even see where it is. Excellent job. The rest of us will be quiet so we don't give anything away to RT too soon. Okay, and RT, here are the headphones, and I'm going to reveal this while you get that on, okay? Now, Max, use some describing words and tell me what you see here.
Well, it looks like a jagged cylinder to me. I see some dirt on it, I think, so
Okay.
it was probably dug up.
Okay, what do you think this is?
I think it looks like wood.
Looks like wood. Okay, so now we can take off the headphones here. You can take out your earplugs, if you can hear that. Okay, I am going to place an item in your hands. Put your hands right there. And you can manipulate this, touch it, and describe it for me.
It's hard.
It's hard, excellent.
And cold, and it has kind of like a rough surface.
Okay, what do you think it is, RT?
It's like a rock.
Feels like rock. Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead and take off the blindfold. Now, so you're aware, Max said this was wood. RT says it's a rock. Wood or rock? That's kind of strange. I have something else I want to show you. And Julia, can you help me out with this? Could you take a look at that little item right there and tell me what you see inside?
It looks like a hair from an animal.
Any guess what kind of animal might have hair that looks like that?
Maybe like a saber-toothed tiger?
Maybe like a saber-toothed tiger. Ooh, that's a fun idea. I'm gonna tell you, this hair is 20,000 years old. 20,000 years old. Now that's perplexing. How can we have hair that's been around for 20,000 years? We've got some interesting discrepant events here. I'm gonna invite three of you to do a little scientific modeling to see if you can explain these by the end of the show. You can use your background knowledge, evidence you learned to revise your thinking. Okay, who would like to do some modeling moments today? Okay, Ilaria, Julia, and Ikanch. Okay, does anybody have a guess what we're gonna be investigating today? I've got quite a few things on the table that might be giving you a clue. Max, what do you think?
By the looks of it, I think we're going to be investigating something to do with fossils.
Great! So grab your paleontology tools. It's time to go back in time. The history of fossils.
Let's see if we can figure this out. It surprised me that Max said wood and RT said rock. That made me want to touch it myself.
Me too. The woolly one is confusing. Dr. Rob said we're investigating fossils. How is hair a fossil?
I was wondering about that too. When I hear the word fossil, I think about ancient bones, like from a dinosaur.
Fossils are naturally occurring evidence of living things from long ago. They include both plants and animals and often are from species that are extinct, like dinosaurs. When we think of fossils, we usually think about bones and teeth that have turned into stone over time. But there are other examples too. These include ancient sea creatures, plants, trees, shells, hair, insects in amber, and even imprints of animal tracks, skin, or feathers. Fossils can tell us a lot about the history of Earth and how things have changed over time. So thanks again, Archie. I appreciate your willingness to be blindfolded there. So you've all been investigating some fossils, and I know you've got a guide that you've been sort of identifying some things. RT, what is one of the ones that you discovered?
I discovered a sea snail.
Sea snail, excellent. How about you, Econch?
Shark tooth.
Nice. And Julia?
I found branch coral.
Branch coral. That sort of reminds me of mine over here. This is like hexagonaria. We often refer to this as a Petoskey stone, which is beautiful, nice and polished. Now, something I'm wondering about, what do these things have in common? Where are these fossils coming from? Julia, do you know?
The ocean.
Yeah, so these are all marine fossils. Now, this is really strange. 99% of the fossils that you're going to find out there are going to be coming from marine life, which kind of makes sense. Let's think about why.